Hey Canucks fans, big news. The Calgary is coming. It sounds like JT Miller will join the team today in Calgary. I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take on one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday, January the 17th. This is where you get Canucks insight that's positive and timely. I had full intentions to make this vlog still positive. I was going to say the sun still came up this morning. Well, it has to fight through the rain. That we're all still okay. That yes, the Canucks lost, but we live to see another day. I'm not too down. Yeah, we started 1-2. We don't always. We're not going to win every game, I guess is my point. And yes, there were some things in the that I saw in the performance last night that concerned me that I'm still going to talk about. But I was feeling okay. I truly was. And then I get home, I'm eating lunch, cleaning up, and then I see this tweet from Dan Murphy, and he says, "It's my understanding that JT Miller is going to practice with the team in Calgary today, i.e. ahead of tomorrow night's rematch with the Flames, and that he took a private jet to get there." Now, I will say this. I'm not a COVID expert, so I'm not well-versed on the 7 versus 10 versus 14 days of quarantine and isolation, all that thing, close contact, whatever it be. I'm not even well-versed on the NHL rules, admittedly. Like if you have to, you can only take the team charter or private jet, or maybe it was the team charter that went back to get him. I don't know. All I know is that if this is true, and if he does practice today, we'll know in about half an hour. And if he's ready to go back in the lineup, what a difference he's going to make. He's not, I don't want to say he's the savior. That's probably the wrong term to use anyways. But obviously he makes our team that much stronger. He was our team's leading scorer in the regular season last year. And then our lines can settle into more what they should be. And that's obviously him being reunited with Pettersson and Besser. You keep Hoglander with Horvat and Pearson. And then you kind of go with your traditional Virtanen, Gaudette, and Roussel in the third line. And then Sott, Beagle, Mott, Beagle, and Sutter on the fourth line. See, I'm so excited about this JT Miller thing. And then even before this Miller news, I was going to vlog about how I think Virtanen played so poorly on that top line. You could put Hoglander up there with Pettersson and Besser, and then bring in Louis on the second line to play with Horvat and Pearson. That combination was successful last season, and then what that would mean is Jake, again, comes out of the top 6. But remember, this was before all this news from this morning. And by having Louis Eriksson in the lineup, he will help out the Canucks penalty kill. And that's what I'm going to talk about in a second. But as of now, and I'll have egg on my face if the Dan Murphy's report isn't true, but I don't think he'd report it if it wasn't true. And he said it was his understanding that JT Miller is going to practice with the Canucks. And obviously, we know how much of a difference that'll make. It'll make the team that much stronger, a trickle-down effect. The lines get stronger, the power play gets better, and you get more leadership, more grit, more speed, more skill, all those things. And if it is indeed true, which I anticipate it to be, I will talk about it more in tomorrow's vlog, I think. But for now, we wait. In about half an hour, we'll know when the Canucks start practice whether or not JT Miller is with the team, and then we can all get super excited. And then I can breathe a sigh of relief that this vlog was not all in vain. What I was going to talk about, and what I will still talk about, is the special teams and how unspecial they really are. Last night, we went 0 for 4 on the power play, and we allowed 3 power play goals on just 5 opportunities for the Flames. So horrible. 0% on the power play, 40% on the penalty kill. Let's talk for a few minutes on both kind of facets of the game. On the power play, I said this yesterday during my post-game live stream, and you saw it on the 5-on-3 especially, not enough movement at all. Now remember in the 2011 playoff Stanley Cup run where we pummeled with Sami Salo, though, with his big shot. We pummeled San Jose on a 5-on-3, and it really helped turn that series, actually, or at least solidify the series in the Canucks' favor. You had the Sedins, you had Kessler, you had Burrows, I think it was, or maybe it was Sedins, Kessler, and someone else, and then you had Salo at the point. And that worked because, and they closed the box in 5-on-3 against San Jose, and they scored 2 or 3 goals on that power play. But that's because you had Sami Salo who could just bomb them from the blue line. Quinn Hughes isn't that type of player. He's got a good wrist shot, he's got a good snapshot, a decent slap shot, but he's certainly nowhere close to Sami Salo. So you can understand why maybe he wasn't shooting a lot last night on that 5-on-3. But no one was, and that was the problem. I think the Canucks got too tight, And it's pretty predictable, their power play right now, without JT Miller especially. It's just Hughes at the top, Besser to one side, Pettersson the other, and they just pass between the three of them. And sometimes Pettersson and Besser try and pass to each other through the slot, which doesn't make sense. So two things, there's not enough movement, so they're too predictable. If you don't have movement, and if your 5 guys are stationary, then the 3 Calgary defenders could be stationary, and they were able to get into passing lanes and shooting lanes because the Canucks weren't moving. They weren't moving their players around and moving the opposition around. The other thing the Canucks need to do on their power play, aside from more movement, is utilize the other 2 guys that aren't Pettersson, Hughes, and Besser. Of course, those are 3 of our most skilled guys, but Horvat and Höglander last night, they're good in front of the net. They have good hand-eye. They're gritty. They'll fight for pucks. Get pucks to the net somehow, one-timers, whatever it is, misdirections, and then let Höglander and Horvat outnumber the guy, the goalie and the defender, and try and get some dirty goals. The Canucks did not do that a lot. So that's what I would do for the power play, is I would get more movement, and I would get more use out of the bumper guy and the net front guy. If JT Miller's in the lineup, he obviously helps out a lot. I keep the fact that he's such a good passer. He's so smart. He can play bumper. He can play in front of the net. Or what we saw last year in the playoffs, I loved how he played on the left side. And then he would actually get the puck from Hughes and get the puck with speed and go towards the net, either to shoot or to slap pass or to drop it back to Hughes. So even without Miller, I think the Canucks could do a lot better. And with Miller, obviously, they will be better. Let's flip to the penalty kill. Now, this one Miller won't really affect because he's not much of it. He can penalty kill penalties, but we have other players that could do so. This is where Eriksson could have helped, because one of the goals, the second goal, Dubé's goal, was because Beagle and Pearson were out of position, especially Pearson, who left Dubé wide open on that cross-ice pass. Now, I get things happen quickly on a power play and a penalty kill, but you can see Calgary created that opportunity because they moved. They moved along the blue line, they moved along the sideboards, and then they were able to put the puck back across the ice to an open Dubé for that one-timer goal. Now, the pairings, at least on the forwards, last night should have been Mott and Beagle, and then Sutter and Roussel. Roussel taking Eriksson's spot. But Mott was in the penalty box himself twice, so that really messes up the flow of the penalty kill. So now you had Beagle with Pearson, and then you kept Sutter and Roussel, but now you have Pearson taking Mott's spot with Beagle. So it was Beagle and Pearson, and then Sutter and Roussel. And I can't remember who was on. I just know Hamonic was on for all 3 goals, but they weren't really his fault. Well, maybe the third one. But really, when you think about the forwards, when you have that, there's a lot of new people on our penalty kill, actually. When you think of it, Hamonic's there now, Schmidt's there on different pairings usually, and then Anton Roussel is there. So Louis Eriksson coming back to penalty kill might solidify it, but I just think there's too many new guys on there right now, and that's going to take some time to gel, to find chemistry, and to trust each other, and to trust their instincts, and to trust where one another, where their teammate is going to be on the penalty kill. So I think that was we want to see more from PD, we want to see more from Jake, we want to see more consistency out of everyone. But I think the biggest issue last night were the special teams. Again, 0 for 4 on the power play, not enough movement, not enough use of all 5 guys. And then on the penalty kill, a bit of structural deficiency and maybe getting used to new personnel. With JT Miller coming in, it'll definitely help on the power play side of things, and overall, just the overall battle level skill and how dangerous our team is. So, Canucks fans, leave a comment below. You can talk about JT Miller, especially as we find out news, probably just as I post this, whether or not it is indeed true. And then let's talk about the special teams. What would you do to change either the power play and or the penalty kill? Leave a comment below. I love to read, react, and reply. As always, hey guys, don't worry. We're 1-2, but we win tomorrow night. With JT Miller, it becomes 2-2. We get out of Alberta with a split, which is pretty good because we're on the road, and then we're at home for the next couple weeks or so. So let's be positive. Let's be optimistic. I'm not going to tell you how to be a fan, but I just know how I'm going to react, and I'm feeling okay today. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.